Peter alone. Him don't take no credit. And we don't talk about it. But all of the enabling legislation to make our economy work that these people are taking credit for, those legislations was prepared and written by one man as Minister of Justice, Mark Jefferson Golden, your leader and our next Prime Minister. Give him a West Central St. Andrew welcome. Thank you and God bless you.
Marky G, I know you a champion. Everybody wave on the right hand. Put up your fist. Hey, Marky G, we don't know, so none of them not like me. See them all like up, but that still not spite me. Holding a cut and cut through because I love in our yard. And none of them can. Oh, Marky G, we don't know, so none of them not like me. So me I go stand up with them face it all me Nike. Let them know what we buy with things that we not listen up.
Man, Comrade Chairman, Comrade General Secretary, all of the distinguished comrades on the platform. Special respect tonight is due to Comrade Paul Lennox Buchanan. You know, we did the Sigma 5K this morning, and when I realized that Buck had said to me, we are touring West Central this afternoon, I said, all right, I have to deal with it. And we started down on Olympic and went through the Civil Rights Division and came up through Olympic into my lines. And I must tell you, comrades, I realize that West Central, St. Andrew, the PNP has it coming like one of those, the bear that sleeps through the winter and hibernating, waiting to be roused and to roar again. And I know that I've brought to you a very capable politician, a servant of the people, a man who approaches service with a focus on development and with an intellect to bring to his tasks the creative solutions that can make a difference to the people of West Central St. Andrew. And so I said to Buck, I know you won't be daunted, because this is not a Labourite constituency. This is a constituency that has strong PNP roots. I believe Dudley Thompson was here. I believe David Core was here. I believe Russian Thompson was here. I believe A.J. Nicholson was here. I believe Warren Blake was here. And who them have? Those Andrew Holness. And Andrew Holness under pressure. He might run up and down now, trying to make up lost ground. But the people of Jamaica have made up their mind already. And they want change. And he can't deliver change, because he is the reason they want change. So Buck, you know what you have to do, and you are doing it. Comrades and friends here in West Central St. Andrew, I say to you, back this man, because he is going to make sure that Andrew Holness buck him too. This Buck. And comrades, all elections are won on the ground. And we can do what is necessary on the ground. And we just have to get out there and blow a little on those embers that have been quietly glowing but not bursting into flames for 20 odd years. And just blow on them again and remind them of from whence they came and what the PNP has done in the past for them. And what Paul Lennox Buchanan will do for them when given the chance. And I give him my full support, which is why I've been here this afternoon into tonight, because I respect West Central St. Andrew. And I know that your time is coming to shine brightly again. Comrades, while I'm here, I want to big up your councillor for the Malines Division, who has waved the standard and raised the standard and been our standard bearer for so many terms as your councillor. And I speak of none other than Patrick Roberts. Comrade Patrick, as a man from Craigtown in South St. Andrew, who has been doing the work here in the Malines Division, respect you. And I thank you for your service and for your continued service and for being part of Team Buck to take back West Central for the People's National Party. Comrades, there are a couple of things I want to speak about tonight in particular. You know, it pains my heart when I see what this government is doing to the great sprinting legend of Jamaica, Usain Bolt. It is a disgrace. The man invested his money for his retirement in an institution regulated by the Jamaican regulatory body for investments in the country. And there was a massive fraud going on in there. Nigel Clark was Minister of Finance. When the report come to his office about the problems, he put the report in a cupboard and forget about it. Andrew Holness had money in there. And Andrew Holness take out his money before the thing collapse and leave Bolt and others to suffer the massive losses of, in his case, millions and millions of hard-earned US dollars that he raised through his exploits on the track to bring glory to Jamaica. What can go so? What can go so? Well, I am here to tell you that when we form government, no stone will be left unturned to chase down that money for Mr. Bolt and the others. No stone will be left unturned. This lackadaisical approach, dragging the thing out, we can't get any information. We want the reports. We want the Crow reports to see what has happened. And there must be a commission and inquiry into the regulatory failures that would allow an institution like that, licensed to deal in securities and manage people's money, to have been operating for years, carrying out such massive fraud, and the regulator let them go ahead and let them go ahead until it was too late. We are going to get to the bottom of it because we respect the people involved who have put their money in Jamaica, and to the diaspora and others overseas. We need to send the signal that we take it seriously and that Jamaica is a place where you can come and invest your money. And this government is letting the people down and letting the side down, and it is a disgrace. The other issue I wanted to talk about is the Integrity Commission. Now we all know that the Integrity Commission has said in their annual report that there are 8 members of Parliament under investigation for corruption. The offense is called illicit enrichment. When you have garnered assets way beyond your income and you can't show any lawful means by which you acquire those assets, that is a criminal offense. And the first one to come to Parliament in a report, I think it was in September last year, was none other than your member of Parliament, who happens to be the Prime Minister of Jamaica. And the Integrity Commission said, because he failed to provide them with information they needed, they couldn't complete their investigation. And the matter should be referred to the Financial Investigations Division, which is the entity in Jamaica that investigates financial crimes, and to Tax Administration Jamaica. And of course, while all that was going on, the Labourites were getting very jumpy and bummy. And they started to attack the institution itself, the Integrity Commission, established under legislation that they passed. Now I'm here to tell you that legislation says that the commissioners other than the Auditor General are appointed by the Governor General of Jamaica. Now our Governor General was off on leave for a period of time, but I'm happy to hear he's going to be back in office tomorrow morning. And I say to our Governor General, Excellency, do the right thing. We know some vacancies are coming up. Make sure that no political hacks, no strongly politically affiliated people are appointed commissioners of the Integrity Commission, because that institution needs to be protected. And we know that 8 of these MPs are likely to be labor rights. And I hear in today's paper, I think it was today, where some undisclosed JLP parliamentarian told the journalists that they're approaching the appointment strategically. There's no strategy involved in this. All that matters is that reputable, competent, independent persons are appointed who have no axe to grind other than to get to the truth and to uphold the institution and to try and rid Jamaica of the scourge of corruption. So I say to the laborites, take your grubby hands off of the Integrity Commission and stop interfering with that institution and let it do its work. Comrades, the next PNP government is going to have a whole lot to do. A whole heap of the country needs a new direction. It will be a direction that builds on the successes. Many of the successes of the last 10 to 15 years were originated by the hard work of the People's National Party under Portia Lucretia Simpson Miller, with Dr. Peter David Phillips as finance minister. We were the ones who passed all those IMF tests by passing the legislation required to reform the tax system and the commercial architecture of the country, so that we could start to generate the revenues to bring down the debt of the country and make the debt sustainable. And we are there. But the country needs to move forward because the people are suffering. And there's a lack of hope. So many Jamaicans are just aspiring to leave our shores because they don't believe they can make it in life here. We have to reverse that. We have to fix the education system, early childhood and primary in particular, teacher training. We have to fix the training system so that young people get trained in the right things that can give them proper jobs, well-paying jobs. They talk about the unemployment rate is a record low, but many of those jobs are minimum wage or close to minimum wage, and many of the people in them don't have benefits. And it's not in keeping with the decent work agenda of the ILO. So we have work to do, comrades. We have to fix our agriculture. That's why I put the General Secretary in the agriculture portfolio, because he's going to bring passion and energy to it like he's brought to running the People's National Party as General Secretary, and has helped me to bring it to where it is today, where we are ahead and where the people are saying, come Marky G, time come, we want change, we want a better Jamaica, we need hope, and we are putting our trust in you. Do not fail us. Do the right thing. And comrades, that is what I'm here to do. I'm here to work for the people of Jamaica and to take the country forward to a better place. Comrades, it's nearly 10 o'clock. And I've been up since early, and I have work to do tomorrow again. But I want to tell you, there's one more task I have before I leave the stage. And that is to present to you your next candidate in the upcoming general elections. Comrades and friends of West Central St. Andrew, I bring to you your next candidate for the general elections which will be held this year. I bring to you Paul Lennox Buchanan. Buchanan, the man who is going to win it, firing like a cannon, bringing us the victory. Comrades, the word is love. God bless you all. One love, comrades. Stand firm. Do the work. Have faith. Be confident.
When school is tomorrow, if you have a buckle on your foot, take out the buckle and put it in the garbage bin. Remember, school is tomorrow. We have to leave the school as it is for the children to go to school. Lover's choice. One verse of Jamaica Arise as we close this afternoon proceedings. Thank you very much for coming out. See you next week. Where we there next week? West Rural next week Sunday. What verse of Jamaica Rise?
The trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all, so awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth, I pledge to thee, loyal and faithful, true to thee.
Comrades, next week Sunday, West Rural, St. Andrew. Comrade John, which venue? What's the venue? To be decided? West Rural, St. Andrew, next week Sunday. We'll see you on the road. Love us, try your time.
West Central, no joke. Patrick Roberts are the man, and if you know that. You know PNP, we know if you be no friend boy. Can't beat Patrick, or your bed boy. Everybody know we no sell out like egg boy. League up a red, can't purple, we ends boy. Patrick, you can't beat neither PNP. Strike a Patrick, a survivor. Vote Patrick Roberts if you want to better life. Don't just know politician, we are bribing. Socialist, get a ride. A PNP, a leader, Patrick, or the driver. Vote for your party, just vote for the writer. Every PNP just push up on the lighter. One name, one world dogs. Patrick them boy, you know in your class. Mr. Roberts, I win the rest of them, I come last.